Hey there, what is up you guys? I am Jerry and welcome back to the channel, The Chicago Griller. This is the show where I share my favorite tips, tricks, and recipes for the Weber Q. If you think that I can help you out, hit the like button and subscribe. First up, thank you all for your patience. I know it has been a while since my last recipe video. And for those of you who saw my community post or my YouTube Shorts video from last week, you'll know I've been absent because I recently got married and was out on my honeymoon. But I'm back now and I'm ready to cook. So today's recipe will be inspired by my travels to my honeymoon in Switzerland. And this recipe will be grilled sausage skewers topped with delicious melted raclette cheese. Check this out. For today's recipe, I'm going to be grilling up this package of Amy Lou Michigan Cherry chicken sausages. But of course, use whatever sausages you like. My skewers will be quite simple today. I'm just going to supplement it with some red pepper and some zucchini squash. To prepare the skewers, first you're going to want to slice all the ingredients into equal size slices. Zucchini squash is easy, just slice them into rings like so. And when you slice your red pepper, try to keep each piece about the same size as your zucchini rings. Do the same with your sausage. And as you can see, with these Amy Lou sausages, I'm going to need to cut them into fourths. Again, make sure all the ingredients are chopped to about the same size so that when you do skewer them, they should cook evenly on the grill. And speaking of skewers, I'm just using regular bamboo skewers. It does not matter what order you skewer your ingredients, but for the most colorful presentation, it's best to alternate them. So I'm starting with the sausage, adding zucchini, and then a slice of red pepper. Then I shall repeat. As I continue to skewer my ingredients, I should make a note about skewering in general. Some grillers will say that you need to soak your bamboo skewers in water before using them, to prevent them from catching fire on the grill. However, truth be told, I've never found that to be an issue. Yes, they may burn, but they don't ignite. Anyways, I'm all set here, and as you can see, I've filled up 6 whole skewers. At this point, it's time to add some optional seasoning to your skewers. Because packaged sausages tend to be pretty flavorful as is, I'm going to keep my seasonings pretty simple today, hitting these skewers with some fresh ground pepper. That's it. However, if you so desire, some additional salt or maybe garlic and or paprika would go great on these skewers as well. Regardless of what you add, no matter what you do on one side of your skewers, you're going to do to the other side. And when satisfied, you can head on out to the grill. Today, I'll be cooking on my Weber Q 1200, and these grates have been recently cleaned, but before you cook, always scrape your grill grates clean of any prior residue. And because we didn't add any oil to our skewers, you're going to want to oil and season your grates to ensure that they don't stick during the cooking process. Once you're set, shut the lid and let your grill continue to preheat. So after about 10 to 15 minutes of preheating, we are ready to cook. Turn your gas knob to a medium heat and lay your skewers directly across the grill grates. And you know what? Sometimes I forget that the Q1200 is a rather small grill, so I'm going to have to rearrange these skewers vertically so that 6 full skewers can fit on the grill. And there you go. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. Close the lid and let them cook. After 3 minutes at a medium heat, it's time to turn all these skewers over. These are looking and smelling pretty good already. Now, as I turn these skewers over, one thing that I will also do during this process is I will rearrange some of these skewers from right to left as well. And I'm doing this because I have found over time that the right half of my Weber Q1200 tends to run a little bit cooler than the left side, so rearranging my skewers during the cook will help everything cook just a little bit more evenly. This is not a trait of all Weber Qs, but it is of my specific Q. You'll kind of get to know your grill over time the more you cook. Anyways, continue to turn and rearrange your skewers every 3 minutes. Do this for a few cycles, and after about 9 minutes of total cook time, your skewers should be ready to come on off the grill. Now, another important point to mention as I pull these skewers off the grill is the Amy Lou chicken sausages that I used today were already pre-cooked, so I'm really just warming them up on the grill. If you used a raw sausage, your cooking time may vary from the one you see in this video. However, these guys are done, and this is how they look as they rest on my plate. Delicious, right? However, I did promise some melted raclette. So for today's recipe, I purchased this block of Swiss raclette from my local grocery store. If you wish, you could melt it over a low heat on a skillet, but to do it the true Swiss way, you're going to use a special raclette melter. I purchased this cute looking tabletop raclette grill on a previous trip to Switzerland. I've got a more detailed video of how you use this posted in the link above, so definitely check that out. But in a nutshell, basically what you do is you light up a couple of tea lights and place your raclette cheese directly on top of the skillet provided. And believe it or not, that candlelight produces enough heat to heat the skillet up and melt the cheese. And from there, you can pour or scrape the cheese off on whatever you'd like, from potatoes to French bread, or in today's case, some grilled sausage skewers. So here we go. Let's scrape some of this melted gooey raclette onto some of these skewers. And oops, that wasn't the prettiest execution on that first skewer. Let me see if I can get this a little bit more even on the second one. Aha, there we go. Perfect. And as I try to get a little bit more cheese on that first skewer, that's essentially the gist of it. And that is how you can grill up grilled sausage skewers topped with melted raclette cheese, all made on a Weber Q. You can get pretty creative with this recipe. Use whatever kind of sausages you like and whatever other vegetables that you like on your skewers. But this is how I made mine. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. Let me know how this goes for you, and let me know how it goes in the comment section down below. Thanks as always for watching. I can't wait to see you all again next time. Bye.